Hey everybody, my name is Matt Yocum, back here again today with Pro Sound Effects, and today I get to have the privilege of walking you through the new release of Core 6. Core 6 is the latest version of the library bundles from Pro Sound Effects, and there's a few changes this year. There are now 3 bundle tiers which have been reworked a little bit, which are now Standard, Pro, and Complete. And now there's different subscription options as well, so you can either purchase a perpetual license as you have in the past, or now you can subscribe on a monthly basis, which is an economic route to go if you may only need access to these sounds on a month-by-month basis. And now to talk about the content within Core 6, which has been updated. There are 22 new libraries, which is huge, over 110,000 new sounds, and 27,000 plus new files. So some of these new libraries that have come out, just to name a few, are Charged Arcs and Zaps, Gyroscope, a Porsche 911 Carrera workup, Detonate Volume 2. There's now a new King Collection. This is going to be Volume 3 within this library. King Collection now also has a Vehicle Volume 1, which is being released. There's a really cool Wind Chimes library that's been recorded, and a bunch more, including a new general collection as well. So lots to look at there. I've only named a few, but absolutely worth giving a look. So of course, as with all the other Core bundles, Core 6 features award-winning quality from Oscar-winning supervisors and recordists, complete coverage of every category you can think of so that you're covered for every project. The SoundQ platform is super easy to access. You can do that both on the desktop version as well as on their browser. And then fast workflow, which is enabled by super detailed metadata spread across the entire range of the libraries. And then different bundle options. You can always customize. You can buy individual libraries, or with these core bundles, you can select different tiers that have different amounts available based on your needs and budget. One thing worth mentioning here is that Pro Sound Effects will work directly with your organization or company to help make sure that your sound solution needs are met and to creatively empower you. And a few of the ways that they do this is through licensing flexibility, if you need multi-seat user licenses, with cost management to make sure that you're getting a good return on your investment, updating the libraries like I'm going to show you today with Core 6, making sure you've always got fresh new palettes to work with, and then also creative and operational efficiency by providing sounds and libraries with super detailed metadata so that you're not wasting time sifting through tons of files with vague metadata or file names. Everything here has been absolutely beautifully standardized using the latest UCS, and it's just a joy to search through these libraries. So of course, I'm sure you want to hear some of the sounds that are coming to you in this new Core 6 bundle. And so I'm going to walk through a few of the libraries and just click through, and let's just take a listen and see what kind of new stuff is available to us. So the first library I'm going to look at here, I've got the whole brand new set of Core 6 libraries loaded in here. I'm going to first start off by looking at this Cheers and Chatter library, which is awesome because I can't tell you how many times you need to find different reactions from crowds, whether it's applause, cheers, boos, laughter, all the rest. So I'm going to take a listen through some of these sounds here and let's see what we can find. Let's see. So here's crowd excited. I'm going to pull out the file name just slightly. Larger stadium environment. I really like the start of this one because you really get that growth, which is hard to find sometimes.
Maybe 15 minutes at some point in the next 48 hours.
Marching parade stuff. Nice distant crowd. Comedy club. What I like about these is they have a little bit of a sense of space. Sometimes laughter is actually really tricky to cut because oftentimes it sounds kind of canned and it sounds like it was recorded in a studio. great. Nice and natural. Same for these. This stuff is great. I'm absolutely going to be reaching for this stuff because, like I said, it's hard to find some of that natural laughter sometimes. That stuff's excellent. It's got the reverb in the room. It sounds genuine. Doesn't sound like a canned studio laugh. So I love that stuff. Really, really happy with that stuff. Let's see. Let's find some different. Let's scroll down here. This is quite a big library. I mean, there's a lot of sound files in here. Here's a conversation.
Pam.
1 second, darling.
Pam, come here. Check these out. I just don't think they're really my size.
No.
Okay, so here's some files with 5 to 10 men and women. Here's teenagers. This is great, Waller. I love finding these kinds of files because they're super non-specific. You could either stick this right up the center channel and help cover some of the, maybe some of the dialogue, and if you're doing a dialogue edit with a tricky noise floor, you could layer this right up the center, or you could pick a couple of these files or even different segments of the file and then pan those left and right or somewhere in between and get like a nice stereo field out of it. I like that it's nondescript so that you could, get that through an M&E and not have to worry about cutting out any language. There's a good mix though. I like that there's both specific language as well as Walla type stuff in here. It's nice that you've got the flexibility. Okay, so lots of great stuff in this library. I can't wait to dive into this and use this for my projects. And now we're gonna take a look at, I'm gonna target this here and let's go into the Detonate, the new Detonate stuff by Mangini. It's always a good thing when you've got a new library from Mark. So this is going to be volume 2, a nice follow-up. Let's just start listening through some of these. That one's got some beef to it. Nice, great texture. These are all multi-channel as well, which is super nice. Right now, obviously on YouTube, you'll only be able to hear a stereo fold down of these, but having the option to have this like spread around and give a real sense of space and give you an immersive quality is great. Yeah, I like how there's several different textures in here. Some of them are a little more distant and chunky. Some of them have got nice like reverb echo slap to them. The fact that they're all multi-channel is awesome. I could see a lot of these playing really well as like distant sort of war time stuff. Good to know that there's yet another great collection of explosions to reach for here. All right, let's take a look at the new King Collection, Volume 3. Let's just start right at the top. I like that these have kind of a wheezy, raspy element to them. Oh, these are nice. Great for like small little devices. An interesting tone on that one. Oh yeah, that stuff's great. It's got so much character and tonality. That's the sort of thing that'll cut right through a mix that's super busy. I love that. Those are crazy sounds. I love that. Whatever that is, that's awesome. It says it's a vacuum chamber air release. Super cool. All this air release stuff is always super helpful, especially in genre pieces if you're working on like sci-fi or anything where you need that kind of like a classic, seal in air release type sound. Love slowing stuff down. Interesting. Alarm with great analog feel to it. Obviously it's a dumbbell waiter alarm, so it's got a great character.
find it right now.
More Great Walla. Some chickens. Let's slow these down. Nice wind with texture. NASA test facility. Let's see what this is. Some nice background announcements. Let's see, police station. Pet shop ambience. Parakeets, I'm gonna slow this down. Great stuff in there. I could hear like reverbing that out and putting it on some like, you know, alien ambience or something. Let's see, a few more. Let's see, baseball practice, baseball games, rush hour, Las Vegas Boulevard. And there's just tons of stuff in here. Subway stations, airport ambiences. That's great stuff. Tiger One. Great stuff. Always need more animal stuff. This stuff is great. I love the overdriven quality of this. Super cool, gurgly stuff. Really unusual, which is what I'm looking for always. Let's see, big old Tibetan Mastiff dog. Let's see. Great creature stuff when slowed down. There's a huge amount of stuff in here. Horses. Rat squeaks, I mean chickens, pigeons, I mean it just keeps going. I mean this is a huge collection. I'm really glad to see there's a ton of new material to be investigated here. I'm excited to look through more of it. Let's take a look at one of the other libraries real quick. I'm here to hear the vehicle collection from Richard King. See, there's a 9/11 library, it's sort of a standalone workup, and then I want to hear, so here's volume 1. Let's see what all we got here. So it starts. Yeah, here we go. Ford Model A. Classic for your period pieces. Nice. Great stuff. It's all kind of like normal car, which we always need. So their Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, and this has got that great, that like classic top end whistle. Yeah, that stuff's awesome. That's how you know, that's like something you want to hear on screen when you see a Beetle or like an old VW bus. So that's great that that's in there. There's so many options here. And I like that there's a bunch of, like a Nissan Altima. It's like sort of an unassuming sort of regular car. Because it's so often the case that like, you know, you'll get libraries with really cool assortment of vehicles, but sometimes we just need like regular sort of quote unquote normal cars to cut with. Unless we're working on some cool period piece or something that demands like military vehicles or boats or choppers or whatever. But sometimes just having normal cars in a library is a huge boon. Let's see. This is a, here's a tractor. So that's great. I don't know how how many tractors I have in my library, but I'm glad I've got another one. Different horns. All great stuff. Here we've even got the classic auga. Gotta love it. Here's this military Humvee. Start slow, steady. Let's see. Maybe here's a pass by in reverse. I love that these are huge workups. Stop and go. This is an onboard. Interior. I mean, just so many perspectives. This is a huge workup, this military Humvee here. Let's take one last look at another library. It's called King Wreckage. Glass impacts. Can always use more debris. This is kind of like nice, like ambient destruction stuff. Nice wood splintering. Just in other room stuff. This is a Ford Escort demolition, so tearing apart a car. It's the metal roof. House demolition stuff. More Ford Escort stuff. I just love that there's such a variety in here and lots of different perspectives as well. Let's see, more house demo. Let's see some more glass smash. Super useful. It's got really nice natural reverb on it. Great for natural sounding distance stuff. Let's see, just a few more here. Smaller glass sort of debris. Metal impacts. Oh, nice. Vehicle drops. Crushing a jet fuselage. Let's see some wood rips. Let's see some of these. Nice. Let's slow some of these down like this one. Yeah, give that a little bit more volume. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's just, again, there's like a ton of material here. This is a huge library too. That stuff's great. Loud. Some of that down. Yeah, great stuff. So, I mean, again, like this is just a few of the libraries here, and there's so much more material to look through. Like I said, there are 22 new libraries with over 110,000 new sounds. And here I've only managed to cover a handful of them, and we've just looked through a handful of the libraries. Really quick, one of the last ones I just want to look at real fast is from my good friend Mike Gallagher. He did this really cool Chimes recording project. I just want to hear some of these. There's some wood ones. I love that this is called Metal Redneck. It's like aluminum cans, it sounds like. Seashells. And these are all recorded at 192, which is really cool. Different perspectives. Here's metal chimes. Oh yeah, this stuff is like instant magic material. Like ethereal, otherworldly. Run that through some heavy verb. I'm just clicking through here. Such an awesome, huge array of different textures and qualities. Yeah, I love this library. This is great. I'm absolutely going to be reaching for this stuff, either whether to create magic material or if you've got some sort of an idyllic front porch somewhere that needs a little bit of wind chime in it. Some of the times these like really pretty tonal qualities, if you set them really low in a mix and a background, it can just like really add character to a scene. So really cool to see such a wide array of different chimes recorded in a really fun project. So shout out to Mike. Yeah, I mean, just again, like only a handful of the libraries I've gone through here. Absolutely, you know, check this stuff out. I can't wait to. It's going to take me days and days to get through the rest of this and to just start exploring. But that's the beautiful thing about having these different core bundles at your disposal, whether you're purchasing them outright or subscribing on a month-to-month basis, is you've got these huge libraries at your disposal so that anything that you need, you've got a fresh palette ready to go. And, you know, pretty much the options here are limitless. I mean, just the ads from this bundle alone giving you 110,000 new sounds is crazy. And you add those to the totals of the years prior in these bundles that have been amassed from top quality recordists such as Mark Mangini and Richard King. And, you know, these are like Oscar winning guys. So this is the creme de la creme stuff right here. And honestly, the more character that you find in recordings like these, the more inspiring and the better your end product. That's going to be it for today. This was just a really brief glimpse into the new Core 6 library bundle. I'm using the Core 6 Pro today, if anybody was wondering what the tier was. Absolutely give this stuff a check, and good luck, happy cutting on your next projects, and I'll see you again soon.